Good morning, Monday morning mojo with Mr. Byrd, Randy Byrd. We are going live on YouTube today. So thank you for being here on YouTube and great seeing y'all. It's Monday morning, day after Mother's Day. I've got to stop YouTube on the other screen, but hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. I know it was for us. We had the family and the kids together. Really had a great time with that, and getting ready to go to Scottsdale this week. Flying to Scottsdale later in the week. Brent Gove has asked me to present to a large crowd, probably about 300 people down in Scottsdale, sold out event, top agents from around the area. And I'm blessed. And when I look at that, I want to say, thank you for the opportunity, because it's it's a privilege to get on stage to speak with Brent Gove and 300 or 400 top agents from around the country. It's not a right. It's not a coming of passage. It's an absolute privilege. And I'm very privileged to be able to do that this week. So what I wanted to do was talk about Monday morning mojo, right? A little kickstart in the butt to get you feeling good about the week and what's going on for you. We're in a very noisy market. The real estate market is on fuego, which means fire. One of my favorite sayings, golfing, fuego. So, the real estate market is crushing almost in every market across the US. Canada is seeing the same thing. We've just got a massive inventory issue, which is leading to, multiple offers and craziest market ever. I see every single day a different story. 98,000, this is yesterday, 98,000 over asking price, all cash, short escrow, not even a response. Basically, the response is you didn't make it. And that's frustrating. That's frustrating to buyers agents. That's frustrating to everybody. And, there's also the piece of it where you wonder where the motivation was to take care of the seller. But the reality is it's a very noisy market. A lot of people are saying this, it's going to crash, that it's going to correct. And, I'm going to give you a spoiler in about 2 or 3 minutes and tell you what I think is going to happen. And this is from some of the top economists in the space. But, are we going to correct? Are we going to crash? And, it's just a very, very noisy space. So interest rates, we have all these things that are compounding to make this market crazy. And it's the same for everybody. But I'm going to give you a nugget today to get you out of that mindset and get you into activity in this market. And the spoiler is the market is not going to correct. I take that back. It's not going to crash. It's going to correct. We're absolutely in the next 18 to 36 months, which is quite a long time, we're going to start seeing some corrections. Right now, historical low inventory levels, 0.6, 0.4, 0.3% of a month of inventory, meaning there's only a week and a half to 2 weeks of inventory in most markets. A couple markets that I'm in, Sonoma County, I'm familiar with. Shasta County, I'm familiar with. Shasta County, 300 and I think about 30 active listings on the market. Average when I was in production, top producer there in the Reading market was about 1,600 active listings. Anywhere from the 1,150 to 1,600 range was pretty normal. Now we're seeing 300 active listings in that whole MLS. That's pretty crazy. So it just puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the sellers, to maximize their profitability on that purchase and then trying to find a replacement property. All these things are coming into play. But the reality is, in my opinion, and the opinion of many leaders in this industry, is we are in this for the next couple of years. So is it a great time to invest? Yes, it depends on your investment, situation. What do you want to do in the next 2 to 3 years? Are you looking to flip it? Are you looking to long-term hold it? All these things are really what's coming into play, but rates are incredible all-time lows. And frankly, anybody that's been in the real estate market, let's say newer than 2010, they don't even understand what this market means, right? Because we saw the crash of 7 and 8, which was tied directly to lending. That was directly tied to lending. And then prior to that, if you think about the interest rates being the 6% category, were really great rates. And, when I got out of the Coast Guard in 90, 92, rates were 16, 17, 18%. And there were still buyers and sellers. The reality is there's going to be buyers and sellers for everything. We're seeing a completely different phenomenon now, which is with the onset of COVID, things got ramped up into high speed. We've got what I think is changing the world is the access to high speed internet. You've got Starlink with Elon Musk now. in my opinion, that is allowing people to work more remotely than they used to. They used to be attracted to the big cities. They're being moved away from the big cities. The employers are getting much more open to allowing work from home. And frankly, all those things are in alignment now that you can get Starlink anywhere. You know, the outside line areas that used to have connectivity issues are now totally available. Matter of fact, as high speed as you want to get. So with that, it allows people to now move outside the areas. They feel safer with their families. They get more square footage. They get more space. And we're moving to a virtual environment. And, you know, listen, it was happening anyway. It was happening slowly. COVID just threw that into hyperspace, both with a traditional work environment. I know Amazon and Microsoft and all these companies have now said, we're going to a work from home environment for now on, and in some proportion. I know my company, eXp Realty, has really just taken advantage of the timing of COVID being, we were already a virtual platform. I believe strongly that agents have waited about a year to see what's going to happen with this new world, staying with their traditional companies, staying with their companies they were with. And I think that's going to shift in the next 6 months. We're going to see a significant amount of shift and movement to the virtual platforms. We're seeing commission compression in the real estate industry. That's going to happen. We're seeing a lot of changes in the real estate industry, and you'll notice it's a real estate theme today. The reality of this is, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate, it's a great time. Rates are super low. Inflation is happening pretty aggressively. We're seeing everything from soft goods and hard goods to housing to food and fuel and everything else, right? There's inflation, everything. See what's going on with the lumber prices and all that. That is strictly an inflationary reaction. And that's going to continue until we get some kind of reprieve. And that's going to come from inventory, which frankly, there's nothing in sight of that changing. It will change. Everything's cyclical. But if you look at historically real estate, we've never had a crash besides 2007 and 8. And that was directly related to the lending side of the business. If you could fog a mirror and you could do a stated income application, which was just that, stated, you could buy property. And because the appreciation was going so fast, there was a significant amount of both risk associated with that, and the lending was just, they were writing blank checks. And that really changed the market when 07 started happening, 08, 09. And, we talk about that now as the massive crash. A lot of people are whispering or talking loudly that that's coming again. Frankly, it's just not. There's nothing indicating that that's going to happen again. This bubble conversation, don't think it's going to happen. Now, I'm going public with this, so you'll be able to tell in 6 and 12 and 18 and 24 months. But what if I'm right? What if I'm right? What about if this is just the new norm of, people are wanting to buy houses, people are wanting to move, people are wanting to relocate, people are being forced to relocate, people are passing away. We have estates, we have all these things that have to continue to happen. The agent will be needed. They will not take the agent out of the equation. Yes, we'll have commission compression. Yes, we'll have changes in the market. Yes, we'll see all these things. And yes, we'll have an adjustment to the market. What goes up must come down, right? What follows summer, it's winter. But I think we've got some time ahead of us before that happens. So my message for the today is, the spoiler is, it is a great time to double down on your businesses, meaning that not leading with expenses, but leading with conversations and leading with fortifying your relationships, evangelizing your clients. You've heard me talk about this. Evangelize your clients. It doesn't matter what market you're in. If you're in construction or real estate or you're investing, and evangelize your clients to a raving fan, because as things shift, that's where the relationships are going to be, falling back on, are those times and those relationships that we help. So, anything that you do right now is going to be worth it for setting up your future, but it takes time. You can't rush success, and it also will take sacrifice. So for my real estate following, for my real estate clients, both coaching clients and the free things that we do, evangelize your clients, really focus on the sacrifice it's going to take for the next 10, 12, 24 months to really build that foundation of a real estate. And when this market shifts, and right now buyers are, a dime a dozen, and I'm not saying that disrespectfully, it's just true. We used to spend about in '05 to maybe even through the '10, '12 range for those that were in that business and remember that time frame, we were buying buyer leads for sometimes $60, $70, $80. Now you can buy 100 of them for $80 because it's a totally different market. Seller leads are the key. The relationships to the seller leads are the key. So, dig in, business plan around what you want to accomplish in 12, 24 months. And double down on that. Really focus on what you want to, be as a marketing place and a placement for your clients. Evangelize your clients. Connect with them on a regular basis. Speak education. Speak factual, and get rid of this doom and gloom piece of it. So, Monday Morning Mojo for me today is just that. Really focusing on this market, watching the indicators of what's going on. There's a lot of sexiness in Dogecoin and all the cryptocurrency. And listen, I just got into that market in the last 30 days myself. I resisted it for a long time. I'm now to a place to where I can feel much better about investing some flexible income into that space. And did I miss it? No. Is it the future? We're going to see, right? But for me, real estate is my lifeblood. My team now is grown significantly, and it's just really on fire right now, frankly. But my job, my obligation to you and to my organization and to my team is to stay in the know, stay in the positivity, stay in the understanding of what we can and cannot control. And for me, it's getting back to my daily routine. Focus. This morning, I watched 1 hour of a video that motivates me, that inspires me, of leaders in the industry. Right? And just gathering information, bringing it to you. So happy Monday, Mojo Monday from Randy Byrd. This is all about you trying to add value to your day, to your week, and to your business life. All right. Look for us more. I could do Like a Boss podcast. I do Tuesday Titans. I do all kinds of different things, bringing value to you. And I appreciate you. And basically, you are my clients that I am evangelizing and wrapping my arms around and saying, I appreciate you. Let's do this together. Have a great Monday. Bye for now. But thank you. And I'll see you later. Have a powerful, powerful week. Randy Byrd.